Hi, I'd like to share with you this morning a story from Rabbi Isaac Luria, a 16th century Kabbalist, and he talks about a creation myth known as the breaking of the vessels. So why did Rabbi Luria come up with this story? Well, he looked around his world and he saw that there was hunger, people were starving, and things weren't exactly the way he was hoping that they would be. And so he discovered or came up with this creation myth that when the world was created, it was full of light, and it was so full that the light burst forth from all of these vessels out into the world around us. These vessels were called Shivrat HaKelim, or the breaking of the vessels. And the world is such a mess because it's full of all of these broken vessels. In fact, according to Rabbi Isaac Luria, when you look out around the world and we see people fighting or we see people starving, it's because instead of building the vessels back together and fixing everything, we're allowing them to remain broken. We allow people to starve, we allow people to fight, and we allow for us to treat the environment in a non-kind way. And this is where Isaac Luria's big teaching comes in, because he says we have the freedom of choice. We can choose to allow things to remain broken, or we can choose to repair and fix all of the fragments that are around us. As Jews, one of our big tasks is to look all around the world and see what's broken and ask, how can we collectively repair it? How can I contribute from my being in essence to make this world a little bit better, a little bit more whole? One story also comes from the Bible, that we were told two things by God when Adam and Eve were in the Garden of Eden. One, don't eat from the tree of knowledge. That we all know about. The second thing was to take care of the garden. Well, the garden is really our planet. It's us. It's everything around us. And in many regards, that is one of the first commandments that we were told to do. In fact, we read in a different midrash an explanation of that very commandment, that God went on to say, hey, take care, because if you don't take care of this world, there will be no one else after you to help repair it. So when we see the brokenness of the planet around us and we find that we need to help fix it, it's actually incumbent upon us to be responsible for repairing the world. So I want to instill in you, as you are approaching Tu B'Shvat, this story of the broken vessels, an opportunity of Tikkun Olam, a reminder to take care of the garden and take some responsibility.